Greetings and welcome to the 2020 North Carolina Access Subgrant Application Training Webinar. My name is Davita Robinson and I am the NC Access Subgrant Program Manager. During this webinar, we will discuss the Charter School Program Grant. I will provide an overview of the NC Access Program, the subgrant application and timeline, and the subgrant recruitment and application technical support training schedule. The Charter School Program Grant is a competitive federal grant issued annually to states, local education agencies, and charter schools. North Carolina was one of 8 states to receive a grant in 2018. The grant is designed to help charter schools meet the needs and close the achievement gap of educationally disadvantaged students. Within the U.S. Department of Education federal guidelines, educationally disadvantaged students are defined as students who are economically disadvantaged, English learners, students with disabilities, students who are homeless or unaccompanied youth, migrant students, and immigrant students. At this time, I will discuss how we are using the CSP grant here in North Carolina. About 90% of the charter school program funds are allocated for subgrants. The NC Access program received over $26.6 million to expand over the course of 5 years. In 2019, the program was awarded an additional $10 million, bringing the total award amount to $36.6 million. The major priorities of the NC Access program include the dissemination of best practices and professional development for charter school leaders, while supporting educationally disadvantaged students in North Carolina through school-level subgrants. Depending on the school's category, subgrant awards range anywhere from $400,000 to $1.25 million. There are 3 important goals of the North Carolina Access Program that I would like to highlight. The first goal is to increase the number of educationally disadvantaged students attending high-quality charter schools and expand the number of high-quality charter schools available to educationally disadvantaged students. The second program goal is to develop a cohort of charter school leaders who can develop and demonstrate best practices in serving educationally disadvantaged students. Finally, NC Access plans to broadly disseminate best practices in serving educationally disadvantaged students and foster collaboration in charter school community and between charter schools and traditional public schools. Subgrants are available for charter schools that fall within one of the 4 categories: planning and implementation, implementation only, expansion, or replication. Charter schools that fall within planning and implementation are recently approved and do not have accountability data to track potential for success. These applicants must provide a strong, comprehensive plan for recruiting and effectively serving educationally disadvantaged students. Charter schools classified as implementation only have been operating anywhere from 1 to 3 years. They also must provide a strong, comprehensive plan for recruiting and serving a high educationally disadvantaged population. These schools will have accountability data, and in order to qualify for the NC Access subgrant, they must have achieved at least a B school performance grade and met or exceeded growth for all years of available data. Charter schools classified as expansion or replication are considered high quality and have been operating for at least 3 years. There are 3 possible routes to be eligible in these categories, and the requirements are as follows. Applicants must have an A or B school performance grade and must have met or exceeded growth for 2 of the past 3 years. Applicants must have an A or B school performance grade for the past 3 consecutive years, regardless of growth status, or applicants must have a C or above school performance grade and have met or exceeded growth for the past 3 consecutive years. Just to reiterate, subgrants are available for charter schools that fall within one of these following 4 categories. As a subgrantee, you will be able to expand your school's reach and ability to serve students through a strong marketing plan and weighted lottery. You will help remove barriers for educationally disadvantaged students by providing basic needs like transportation and school lunch. The subgrant will also provide needed resources and support you through other efforts such as instructional supplies, furniture, and Chromebooks. The subgrant will also avail various support systems such as bilingual community liaisons, trauma-informed discipline and school climate practices, racial equity training and professional development for serving ED students, tutoring and enhanced educational opportunities, and meeting technology needs for all students. I would like to introduce Joan Roman, Director of Bonnie Cone Classical Academy and a 2019 North Carolina Access Subgrant Award recipient. She will explain how she's successfully utilized this grant to help serve and remove barriers for educationally disadvantaged students at her school.
Hello, I'm Joan Roman, Director at Bonnie Cone Classical Academy. In our first year of operation last year, we were fortunate enough to receive the North Carolina Access Grant. The NC Access Grant is designed to help schools attract students who are educationally disadvantaged. We were able to accomplish this through targeted marketing through the use of an outreach consultant, strategically located cluster bus stops for student transportation, access to technology for remote and in-person learning, mental health services for students, targeted professional development for understanding cultural differences, adverse childhood events, poverty, social and emotional well-being of our students, and effective instructional strategies. In addition, it allowed us to create community partnerships for ensuring access to meals, clothing, and many other supports. The NC Access Grant has really brought diversity to our school. As you can see through the videos and through the photos that are included in this presentation, we are really quite fortunate now to have 58% of our population representing minority groups and 30% of our population representing students of economic disadvantage. Please consider the NC Access Grant for your school. Please don't take my sunshine away. Sunshine, my only sunshine, you make me
trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. Much more than I never knew, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The NC Access program is committed to increasing access for educationally disadvantaged students in high-quality charter schools in the state of North Carolina. As a result of this commitment, the NC Access program has developed a year-long Fellows Institute for subgrantee charter school leaders to learn, develop, and demonstrate best practices in serving educationally disadvantaged students and fostering collaboration within the charter school community and between charter and traditional public schools. By the end of year 5, the program will have created a community of 160 charter school leaders. This slide highlights photos from various sessions of the Fellows Institute. North Carolina Access Fellows will convene monthly to participate in various professional development opportunities that include case studies, panel discussions, readings, and more. In an effort to disseminate best practices from Subgrant program and share information, North Carolina Access Fellows will be required to present at a state or national conference, develop a portfolio, host at least one collaborative event wherein they will invite leaders and staff from other charter schools and traditional public schools, and provide mentorship and fellowship to future access applicants. The Aspiring Minority Charter School Leaders Program, a new phase of the Access Grant, is designed to recruit, support, and build a pipeline of minority school leaders prepared to meet the challenges of leading schools for educational equity. As a participating candidate, charter school leaders will complete the online MSA add-on licensure program at Appalachian State University. The program is a 24 credit hour program. All candidates must meet the admission requirements for Appalachian State University to be considered for this program. Upon completion of the add-on licensure program, candidates will earn a North Carolina school administrator license. The Aspiring Minority Leadership Program includes coursework, internship experiences, professional development, and mentoring. I would now like to introduce Dr. Shantae Garrett, a North Carolina Access Visiting Fellow. She will discuss how the Fellows Institute has equipped her to be a better leader.
Hello, NC Access family. My name is Shantae Garrett, and I serve Rocky Mount Preparatory School, a K-12 public charter school located east of Raleigh in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and one of the oldest and largest charter schools in the state. Since coming into this role at Rocky Mount Preparatory School, I've been afforded the opportunity to be an NC Access Visiting Fellow. And what has that opportunity meant to me? First, I appreciate all of the professional development that we receive. Every month, we have the opportunity to participate in PD alongside of charter school leaders from other parts of the state. And in this professional development, we learn how to critique, analyze, think through, and support our teams through some very challenging topics. To date, we've tackled topics dealing with race, equity, and trauma-informed practices. In addition to the professional development, I have a great appreciation for the network that is being developed through the NC Access Fellows Program. The colleagues that I have an opportunity to sit with every month have become so much more. We've become friends. We've become critical thinkers. We've become accountability partners around the work that we're doing to make sure that every child that enters our schools has an equitable learning opportunity. And that is so critically important. And one of the things that I think is extremely significant when we think about the support that comes from the NC Access Fellows Program is that when COVID-19 hit, we as charter schools were faced with a lot of uncertainty and a lot of questions that there may not have been answers to. However, the NC Access program stepped in and afforded us an amazing opportunity. We were able to apply for grant funds. And at Rocky Mount Prep, that meant that those funds were able to help us purchase hotspots for our students that weren't able to access the internet. We were able to expand our purchase of iReady to give our scholars a more in-depth intervention experience through the remote learning process. And one of the most important pieces was that we were able to deep clean our school and make sure that when our team was able to return to our building, it was safe and welcoming for them. And so I could go on and on and on about the many opportunities and how much they mean, not only to me, but our school community. But at this time, I just want to make sure that I say thank you. Thank you for an amazing experience and an amazing opportunity, and also a great hope for growth and continuous improvement.
At this time, I will go over a quick explanation of the subgrant application and timeline. There will be an opportunity for applicants to attend a virtual training that explains the NC Access application and budget in detail. Subgrant applications must include the following: applicant contact information and signed assurances, enrollment projections, application narrative, budget narrative and logic model, competitive preference standards, and priority consideration status. Eligible applications are then reviewed by a team of NC Access staff and trained external evaluators. For the final step in the process, applications are recommended to the Charter School Advisory Board, also known as CSAB, and the State Board of Education for approval. Here is a breakdown of the subgrant rubric and scoring. In order to pass, the application must meet all general standards and score at least 80 points on the technical standards. Just because you receive 80 points on your application does not guarantee a subgrant award. Just to reiterate, there will be an opportunity for applicants to attend a virtual training session that explains the application and budget more in detail. Application timeline. The NC Access subgrant will be released on Friday, November 13th. It can be found on the Office of Charter Schools website or the new NC Access website. The NC Access team will provide ongoing technical assistance to prospective applicants October through March. The subgrant letter of intent is due by January 15, 2021. Please remember, you must submit a letter of intent in order to submit a full application. All eligible subgrant applications are due by March 1st of next year. Applications are reviewed by members of the Access team and external evaluators from March through May of 2021. Then the applications are submitted to the Charter School Advisory Board in May. CSAP then presents their recommendations to the North Carolina State Board for approval June through July. And then once the applications are approved, subgrantees are notified about their award and invited to attend an orientation and the year-long fellowship beginning in August of 2021. Monitoring and reporting will begin anytime from July through the end of the award. Please review the Office of Charter Schools website or the NC Access website to download and review the application, budget template, and application process guidance documents beginning November 13th. In order to ensure accuracy, successful completion, and answer questions, North Carolina Access will host application trainings. Tuesday trainings will be held from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, and Thursday trainings will be held from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. An invitation link will be emailed to you based on the trainings you signed up for during registration. Please maintain all dates for your record. For additional support, please reach out to the NC Access team at ncaccess@dpi.nc.gov. Since our team is working remotely until 2021, please do not call the office number this time. We respond fairly quickly to your email. I also encourage you to visit the website at ncaccessprogram.com. Thank you for attending the NC Access recruitment webinar, and have a great day.